they say that failing to plan is a plan to fail. And you know what? On this occasion, they are absolutely right. But I've got a secret weapon that's going to break that down for you. And that is one of these, A Round Tuit. Today, I'm going to show you how one of these can transform your life and bring your dreams into reality. Let's get started. My last invitation to you to plan with me was all about how to avoid fuzzy goals and turbocharge your life. Today we're going to be talking about avoiding some other things. How to avoid disappointment, how to avoid regret, and how to avoid that constant lethargy that comes when you don't feel like you're pursuing your dreams. So what is it that people are fearing when they're procrastinating all the time? Well, the first you'll be familiar with, a fear of failure, a fear of wasting time and effort on something that just isn't going to happen. You'll have heard people talk about their limited expectations with phrases like, what's the point? But there's an even more interesting one, a fear of success, a fear of alienating the people around us by becoming different, by reaching out and striving for our dreams. We fear we might just become that person over there, that person who's making everyone else look mundane and boring, and it's all tied to our self-image. But that isn't what happens. When we strive for our goals, when we dare to dream and pursue those dreams, we don't alienate the people around us, or more accurately, we don't alienate the people around us that matter, that really care for us, because they become our biggest cheerleaders. Let me tell you a story about a guy called Brad Gold. In many respects, Brad's story could be just like any single one of us. Brad was a senior manager at a restaurant chain, and he got laid off at the age of 53. And at that point, Brad finally got around to it. Brad decided he was going to pursue his lifelong dream. Hear that word? Lifelong. He'd always dreamed of owning his own restaurant. He'd always harbored that thought process of, I can do this. I know how to run a restaurant. I know what I want to do. I know how I would love to serve the customers and the people in my neighborhood. But for years, Brad had said to himself, I can't do it. I don't have the money. There are no restaurants available around here. How could I possibly afford to do that? All of these excuses had been presented by Brad, not to other people, but most importantly, to himself. But when he got laid off, he thought to himself, it's now or never. And how many of us have had that thought process at some stage in our lives? And you know what's incredible? When Brad decided that he was going to pursue his dream and take action on it, things just opened up for him. Only 8 blocks away from his house, there was a restaurant that was failing, and Brad knew he could bring that back to life. And it wasn't going to cost him the world to do that, because the owners wanted to get rid of that business. Nevertheless, Brad still couldn't afford it, and he could have stopped there, but no, he'd set the goal, and this was something that was going to happen. So Brad looked around him, spoke to friends and relatives, and guess what? They were able to come up with enough cash to make it happen. So if you're ever in Los Angeles, look out for the Black Dog Cafe. I'm told it's amazing. So come and plan with me today. I don't want you just to dare to dream. I want you to dare to take action on your dreams. Pick a dream, pick any dream. Pick something that you've always wanted to do and put a date on it. A goal is just a dream with a date on it. Put a date on it and break it down. Break it down into small steps, and all of a sudden, you can see what you need to do first. You can do this. Whatever it is, if you've got the thought process, I can guarantee you it's possible to make it happen. But you need to step out with courage and decide, this is what I want to do, and this is something that's worth my time, even if it doesn't happen. But the reality is, if you step out, if you decide this is a dream I would like to pursue, you'll start to see the opportunities that will enable you to bring that dream to life. Make a commitment today. Type a comment below with your dream and pick a date and go out there and make it happen. And I'll see you here again next week. Take care.